to the market update video with myself, David Madden. Just over 1 hour ago, we heard from the European Central Bank, and the ECB hiked interest rates for the first time in 11 years. It was a hike of 50 basis points, which was larger than expected. Going into the meeting, economists were predicting a 25 basis point hike, so the surprise larger hike than expected pushed up the euro across the board. Christine Lagarde, the head of the European Central Bank, cautioned that inflation could remain persistently high in the short term. Turning our attention to stock markets are mixed. European stock markets are broadly a little lower. They're off the lows of the session. Some of the fears that were hanging over the European stock markets this week, fears that Russia might turn off its gas pipeline into Europe this winter, have faded now that Russian gas is being pumped back into Europe. Over in the US, US markets are moderately higher, so they're building on the gains of the last few sessions. We have, though, seen a fairly large decline in oil. Fears about high levels of inflation, rising interest rates, concerns that global growth is going to be hit because of the rates, and also the high level of inflation are hanging over the energy.
Euro dollar has seen a lot of volatility in the past hour and a half because the European Central Bank hiked interest rates by 50 basis points. It was a larger hike than anticipated. In advance of the meeting, economists were predicting a hike of 25 basis points. Take a look at the price action in the last few days. We can see euro dollar has been driving higher. Even though the currency pair has pulled back a little, it's still holding above these two simple moving averages. And while it continues to hold above these two simple moving averages, it's likely the more medium-term upward trend will continue. A further rally from here could see it retest 1.0324, and a break above that could see a target 1.0448. Now, even though the more medium-term trend for euro dollar over the past few days is higher, it's worth noting that the short-term trend in the last hour and a half has been to the downside. Looking at the MACD indicator, we can see that momentum is in negative territory, indicating that the bears are in control. Looking at the RSI, we can see it's moving lower, suggesting the price bias is to the downside. If we do see a continuation of the short-term downward move in euro dollar, it might encounter support at 1.0027, and a break below that could see a target of 0.9951.
Turning our attention to gold. Gold fell to a fresh 11-month low this morning, but since the announcement of the ECB meeting, we've seen a rally in the euro and a broad decline in the US dollar, and the broad decline in the US dollar is helping the yellow metal.